You guys know we always read your comments and take your ideas very seriously. This is precisely the reason we've done a slightly adapted blind test inspired by Marques Brownlee to decide which device is the best camera phone of 2022. The contestants are right in front of me, as you can see, and they consist of the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra, Honor Magic 4 Pro, Huawei P50 Pro, Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV, Motorola Edge 30 Pro, Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max, Google Pixel 6 Pro, OnePlus 10 Pro, Oppo Find X5 Pro, Vivo X80 Pro, and the Xiaomi Mi 12 Pro. So, as you already know, we've asked you which photos of which phones you prefer on our YouTube community page, as well as our Instagram and Twitter accounts. Your votes were very important in deciding the winners, and we would like to thank you for your participation. And the ones who couldn't participate, go ahead and follow our social media accounts so that you get the chance to vote in our next big blind camera test. And now, it's time to take a look at the results. Since we wanted to make it exciting for you, we're calling this the World Cup of Mobile Phones of 2022. The draw will be done in the same fashion, as you'll see me picking out phones, or rather, the names of the phones from this bowl. It's definitely exciting to see which device will be first, so here we go. So the first phone is going to be the Google Pixel 6 Pro. Now, time for its opponent. It's going to be the Motorola Edge 30 Pro.
The second round draw is underway. The Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra, and its opponent is the Xiaomi 12 Pro, and the next one is the Sony Xperia 1 Mark IV.
1 hour later.
So, here we go. This is what the chart currently looks like, and we'll be basing our matchups on this list. First up is the Pixel on the left and the Edge on the right. The main difference between them is the ability of the Pixel to handle dynamic range, which is actually valued a lot by our community. The Pixel is the clear winner here with 295 votes, and the Edge will be out with 43. Not really surprised in the first round, so let's keep moving forward. This is a close one, but one of the issues of the Galaxy, as I've often explained in our camera comparisons on our channel, is that the shadows and darker colors in the photos are sometimes too dark, leading to loss of detail. I guess our community kind of had the same idea, and this is why the Xiaomi 12 Pro received 155 votes, while the Galaxy is out in the first round of this competition with 100 votes. Tricky stuff, guys. One slip and you're gone. Third up is Sony's new and improved Mark, the 1 Mark IV on the left side, and it will be facing off against the Honor Magic 4 Pro on the right. There aren't huge differences between these two photos, but there's a point where the sun hits my t-shirt as well as the color of my face and hair, which may have influenced the decision. Between these two, the winner is the Honor Magic 4 Pro with 186 votes, while the Xperia 1 Mark IV only got 38. The fourth comparison was also interestingly kind of a blowout. I actually like how my face looks more on the right, as there's a lot of aggressive sharpness on the left. The comments mostly mentioned how the photo on the right was too bright and there wasn't enough detail. The winner of this one was the Huawei P50 Pro with 153 points, and the phone out of the competition is our wildcard, the Xiaomi Mi 11 Ultra with 29 points. I expected the Mi 11 Ultra to go further, but the P50 Pro was just too strong. One more on the way, and this is the one that a lot of people were waiting for, the Apple iPhone 13 Pro Max on the left side, and right opposite of it will be the Oppo Find X5 Pro. iPhones are great phones to take photos with, but they can be inconsistent at times. It looks like Oppo took advantage of this inconsistency according to our community, and they've decided that the Find will take this comparison with 462 points, while the iPhone managed 329 points. The reason there were so many votes on this one was because it was our first post. While I don't like the white balance setting on either of them because the iPhone is too yellow while the Find is too blue, our community has decided that the photo on the right is easier on the eyes, and that's what we're gonna go with. Last but not least, the biggest difference between these two is how the brightness on the right is tuned down a little, with the dynamic range being overall better. So the question is, which one is the community's preference? The left corner is occupied by the OnePlus 10 Pro in this case, which got 92 points, and the winner is actually its sister brand, the Vivo X80 Pro with 319 points, and it will be moving on along with the previous 5 phones. After we got the first round out of the way, the second matchups were even more heated as the votes were quickly added up by us to ensure clear results. Here's a general overview of the standings so you have no questions about which phone moved on to the next round. Our first versus is between the Google's Pixel 6 Pro on the left and the Xiaomi 12 Pro on the right. This one actually was quite close because some of you didn't like how the Pixel was darker and actually preferred how the 12 Pro's footage looked livelier. Dynamic range was again one of the main deciding points here, and I kinda like both photos, but the winner will be the Pixel with 339 points, while the Xiaomi flagship will be knocked out with 206. Still though, I appreciate the performance put in by the 12 Pro, as I didn't like its photos when we had first acquired the phone. Second comparison in the second round, as we have as always a photo on the left as well as a photo on the right. I was actually surprised that the one on the left got so many votes because I see a lot of red and orange in this photo and it kinda messes up the natural look, in my opinion of course. This photo was taken by the Honor Magic 4 Pro and it managed to get 132 votes. The winner though, on the right, is the Huawei P50 Pro with 283 votes and will be the second device to move on to the final round. The last spot will be taken by either the Oppo Find X5 Pro or the Vivo X80 Pro, both having shown us good results. While the Find X5 Pro often takes great photos, the sunlight combining with the colors must have touched the automated white balance in a not so great way. Vivo's photo looks much more accurate in terms of color reproduction, which is why it will be the third and final phone to move on to the final. Let's take one last look at the standings to see our three devices battling it out for the crown in our blind camera competition. It's been an exciting journey guys, but like everything, this also has to come to an end. Here are the final photos that our lovely community voted on. Vivo's photo was really bright, and this wasn't a preference of the voters when compared to the other two photos that have more realistic shadows and a bit better detail. The winner of the whole competition is going to be the Google Pixel 6 Pro with 164 votes. The Huawei P50 Pro will come in second place with 32 votes, and the Vivo X80 Pro will be getting the bronze medal for its troubles with 14 votes. What a way to end this competition guys, and I think it's important to mention that the Pixel won quite a few photo categories in our very detailed camera comparisons, which you can check out on our channel. So, what do you think about the results? Which phone is your favorite, and did it meet your expectations? A huge thank you to everyone that participated in the voting part and made our lives easier. Make sure to like and subscribe if you enjoyed this content guys. Take care and see you in the next video.